Welcome to the University of Embu. University of Embu is located approximately 130 kilometers northeast of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, and 3 kilometers from Embu town along the Embu-Meru Highway. To get to Embu from Nairobi, you take the Thika Superhighway and drive along the Nairobi-Nyeri Highway up to Sagana or Makutano Junction, then turn right at the Makutano Junction. On your way, you pass through the lush green rice fields of Mwea and breathtaking sceneries around the Mount Kenya region. The journey from Nairobi to Embu will take you about 2.5 hours. The university is set on the southeastern slopes of Mount Kenya, the highest mountain in Kenya and the second highest in Africa. This exclusive location boasts of an attractive scenic topography and tropical climate. The weather is very friendly with lush green vegetation, plenty of water springs from rivers originating from Mount Kenya, and has plenty of food throughout the year. The institution was established in 1947 as a government training institute to provide retooling for agricultural officers and training in agricultural extension. In 2011, the institution, then known as Embu Agricultural Staff Training, or rather EAST College, was elevated to a constituent college of the University of Nairobi and renamed Embu University College, or rather EUC. On 7th October 2016, Embu University College was granted a charter by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya and became a fully fledged independent university. The institution was then renamed University of Embu, a public university located in Embu County. Our vision is to be a dynamic epicenter of excellence in training and research for service to humanity. As you approach the university along the Embu-Meru Road, you will see the magnificent, visibly branded Grand Entrance security checkpoint. Upon clearance at the gate, you join the main road to the university, which is lined with beautiful flowers. This road leads you to the 6-story architectural masterpiece. This ultra-modern masterpiece houses the university's administration and management offices, which include admissions, finance, ICT, chaplaincy and counseling offices, among other offices offering various university functions.
Dear students, I am pleased to welcome you, our new student, as well as our prospective students to the University of Embu. We thank you for choosing the University of Embu as your partner in your career progression. I also want to congratulate you for this fantastic accomplishment. Even with all the challenges that we are currently facing around the world, it is my hope that you are celebrating your university and the nation. We must, in the same vein, thank your parents, guardians, sponsors, and your families who have dedicated so much time and effort to your lives. Each and every one of these family members now becomes a valued member of the University of Embu community, and I extend a warm hand of welcome to them as well. Our motto at the University of Embu is "Knowledge Transforms." I want to assure you that we are well prepared for you. Our dedicated staff and the fellow students are all here to support you. Our student-centered curriculum is designed to help you develop both socially and professionally, while at the same time gaining knowledge and practical experience to navigate and succeed in your chosen careers. On the coronavirus situation, I wish to state that we take the safety and the well-being of our students to be of utmost importance. In this regard, we have made elaborate arrangements to ensure that we have put in place the necessary facilities to mitigate against the spread of COVID-19. Once again, welcome to the university, and I wish all of you the best. Thank you.
The The university has a strong workforce of over 400 highly qualified, experienced, and committed teaching and non-teaching staff. 90% of our teaching staff have PhDs. Our community of scholars, researchers, administrators, and staff are all dedicated to supporting students and advancing the mission of the University of Embu and contributing to national development. Adjacent to the administration block is the ultra-modern library named after the former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Nairobi and the current Cabinet Secretary of Education, Professor George Magoha, in recognition of his selfless and outstanding contribution to the establishment and growth of the University of Embu. The library boasts of a large collection of academic resources. The unlimited access to Wi-Fi has also enabled subscription to over 1 million online electronic resources and many academic e-resources like e-books and e-journals for both staff and students. It also hosts the university's repository. Students and staff can remotely access learning materials from anywhere in the world. The University of Embu recognizes the need to continuously invest in improving our teaching and learning facilities to meet the needs of our students. The lecture halls, resource rooms, laboratories, and the entire learning environment is fully equipped with the latest ICT and audio-visual equipment, as well as internet connectivity to provide a great experience for all our students. Some of the key learning facilities in the university include Charter Hall, CH, Tentatorium Hall, TH, Learning Center, LC, and the Tuition Block, or TB, among others. Students can also access our 3 well-equipped connected computer labs connected to our elaborate ICT network infrastructure. The university also boasts of ultra-modern nursing and science labs which provide our students with a great opportunity to sharpen their practical skills. We recognize that flourishing at university is determined as much by our personal and social well-being as it is by your academic success. We encourage you to take advantage of the whole array of services and resources provided by the university to broaden your horizon. Health services. The University Health Unit provides timely diagnostic, curative, and preventative medical services to both students and members of staff. The fully equipped health unit, registered with NHIF, and the well-stocked pharmacy help to ensure that students and staff are in optimal health. Counseling and mentorship. In order to ensure our students' well-being at every stage of their path through university, we believe in the value of helping them strike a balance between academic obligation and their personal and social well-being. Hence, the counseling and mentorship programs. These services promote and facilitate holistic students' growth and development through close interaction with students, sports and games. The university also provides an array of sports and games programs for all students and staff, including board games, indoor and outdoor games such as hockey, volleyball, football, swimming, basketball, netball, baseball, tennis, rugby, athletics, etc., etc. The students also participate in various sports association championships for men and women in the Kenya University Sports Association's championships, in which our Scrabble, basketball, volleyball, hockey, football, rugby, and athletic teams, among others, have won in numerous trophies. To help the students harness their sports talent and boost the university capacity to host major sporting competitions in the country, the university has recently completed the construction of the new 400-meter Olympic standard athletics track. Entertainment. As the adage goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. The University of Embu holds a variety of entertainment events from time to time to keep students entertained and relaxed. The most popular being the annual cultural festival, popularly known as Culfest. The major gig is held in February each year. The event gives the students the opportunity to showcase their talents and creativity in music, theater arts, poetry, comedy, and dance. The climax of the event is the crowning of Mr. and Miss University of Embu. The Culfest event also brings together guest artists and renowned artists in the entertainment industry to share the stage with our talented students. As a result, the university has produced several renowned artists who are shining at the national entertainment arena. Other events are Leaders Bash and Freshers Bash. There is also a vibrant student center located on campus that offers entertainment to students, especially in the evenings and over the weekends. Accommodation. Students' accommodation in the university is organized either as on-campus or as off-campus. The campus accommodation facilities are well maintained, comfortable, and Wi-Fi enabled to give students an opportunity for private study and access to online resources. The hostels are standalone units, each exclusively accommodating either male or female students. The common areas are fitted with flat-screen digital TVs with DSTV connection to ensure the students are entertained and updated on current affairs even as they socialize. A wide range of off-campus accommodation is also available in residential areas neighboring the university. The apartments and hostels are easily accessible and are located a walking distance from the university. The university inspects and accredits all private hostel providers to ensure that they meet the set standards. Safety and security is paramount for our non-residential students, hence regular and consultative meetings between the university management and private hostel owners to address any safety and security concerns, as well as ensure that agreed standards are met. Catering. The university offers a range of catering facilities for students, staff, and visitors on campus. The students enjoy tasty, affordable, and nutritious meals served at the university for resident and non-resident students. The available eating outlets are modeled on the pay-as-you-eat system. They include the main dining hall, food courts, a cafeteria, and canteens located all around the campus. Pastoral services. The university is committed to offering spiritual nourishment to students through the chaplaincy office. Student spiritual guidance and support is available through the university chaplaincy and organized religious associations headed by patrons. The associations are registered with the university for effective coordination. Some of the associations include Christian Union, Muslim Students Organization, Young Catholic Students, and the Seventh-day Adventist. Other services include conducting worship services, organizing annual interfaith services, Thanksgiving, and coordinating other spiritual activities held in the university from time to time. Student governance. As a university, we strongly believe that students have a democratic right to be represented and to participate in the governance of the university. The University of Embu Students Association, known as UESA, is charged with the responsibility of representing students and running student-related activities. Every year, the university conducts student elections where student leaders are elected, clubs and societies. Students are also encouraged to form new or join existing clubs and societies to enhance their experiences while at the university via sharing with their colleagues with similar interests. Financial aid and scholarship program. The university operates a financial kitty to support bright and needy students with bursaries and scholarships to enable them to complete their studies successfully. More information about the available financial aid services can be obtained from the Office of the Deans of Students or via the university website. Research. The university appreciates the importance of research in addressing societal challenges. In this regard, we are constantly exploring ways of enhancing our research capacity. We have made deliberate effort to establish partnerships and linkages with local, regional, and international organizations geared towards establishing platforms for furthering research, training, innovation, extension, community service programs, and dissemination of knowledge. ICT. The university has an elaborately laid network infrastructure which provides the students and staff with long bandwidth for full-time connectivity. All offices, lecture rooms, laboratories, and workshops are connected to the intranet and internet through a fiber optic backbone. In addition, there are high-speed wireless transmitters which provide staff and students with Wi-Fi connectivity all around the university 24/7. Security and safety. The security of students and the whole university community is taken very seriously. The university has a well-organized security department which is fully committed to protecting the entire university community as well as property. The security services consist of outsourced security guards backed by a well-resourced administration police team operating on 24-hour basis and very effectively coordinated by senior university security officers. The CCTV surveillance cameras installed all around the university ensure that students and staff can conduct their activities in a safe and secure environment. Firefighting equipment, smoke detectors, and hose reels have been installed at strategic locations around the university to enhance the safety among other measures for disaster preparedness. Corporate social responsibility. The university management has taken deliberate steps to cultivate a conducive and mutually beneficial relationship with the community around campus. As such, the local community around the university is very cooperative and friendly to the members of the university community. The university organizes students to participate in various social responsibility activities, such as town cleanups, tree planting, pastoral care, counseling and mentorship, farmers training, career fairs, business opportunity sensitizations, and children's home visits, among others. Alumni Association. Upon graduation, all graduates of the University of Embu automatically become members of the University of Embu Alumni Association. The association was launched in September 2018 and brings together all our graduates to participate in governance and development of their alma mater as they socialize and network. The association seeks to provide a dynamic alumni network, career support, and lifelong learning interventions to ensure our graduates succeed in their chosen careers and professions. As our alumni numbers continue to grow, our skilled and well-qualified alumni professionals can now be found in all sectors of the economy, both nationally and internationally. Ongoing and planned projects. As the university grows, it is projected that by 2028, the student population will hit 20,000, while the staff population will continue to grow proportionately as the student numbers rise. This means that the university must continue with its infrastructure development agenda so as to meet its needs in the future. The university is currently constructing the 6-story tuition block complex that will have lecture facilities to accommodate over 4,000 students at one sitting. The building will have state-of-the-art lecture theaters, lecture halls, offices, boardrooms, and 2 large auditoriums, which will provide more learning spaces for our growing numbers of students. Some of the key projects in the pipeline include Science Laboratories Complex, School of Law Complex, School of Medicine Complex, School of Engineering Complex, School of Hospitality and Hotel Management, additional students' hostels, and a multipurpose theater hall.
I love University of Embu because it has the best lecturers who are willing to support the students to make their future bright.
We want to guarantee that when you come here, we are going to provide you with very meaningful interactions. Quality of education they get is top-notch. And our goal is to provide them with knowledge that is going to transform them to become good members of the community so that they can go and serve the society.
Our promise to you is that we are fully committed to producing all-round graduates by equipping all our students with both academic and practical skills, not only to enable you compete fairly in the competitive job market, but also to make a positive impact in society and to improve the quality of life of those whom we live and work with. When you join the University of Embu, you do not just join a university. You become a part of a family and a community of lifelong learners. I wish you all the best as you begin this important journey of your
Returning to work.
As IT guy, I work closely with every department. So ClickUp makes it easy for me to visualize exactly what tasks to help others with.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Once again, we are back for the afternoon session. We would like to start this session with an apology. We're deeply sorry about what happened this morning during the morning session. Initially, we had problems with the audio, which we were able to resolve. And later on, we had challenges with the video. However, the audio continued streaming for the rest of the program, and I'm sure that you are able to listen in. We have since resolved the technical problem with our ISPs, that is Internet Service Providers, and we are happy that this afternoon we can be able to follow both the video and the audio. I would like to reiterate that on the live and post material that is related to the orientation about your studentship and about issues to do with your registration or other concerns that you have as a student. Those who are posting discouraging and disturbing content, we request you to desist from such postings because they are just serving to distract the other students who would like to follow this. This is a very important exercise for all first-year students, and were it not for the COVID-19 situation we are in, this would be a face-to-face program where all students meet various leaders and sections of the university. So please welcome and forgive us for the problem that we had, and we hope that you're going to enjoy this next session which is sensitization by various committees, which will last from 2 to 3 p.m. or thereafter. Karibuni sana and be with us during the entire session. I call upon Dr. Dirango, who is the Dean of the School of Agriculture, to moderate this session. Welcome, Dean.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maore. As you have been told, my name is Dr. Samuel Dirango. I'm the Dean School of Agriculture. But in this session, I'm a member of a committee that I'll be telling you about. And I'll be moderating this afternoon session. Now, in this session, we are aware that you have been taken through many things in the university. You have had a tour of the university. I'm aware that you have met some schools and some departments. You have also gone through the dean of students, and all those are part of the orientation. Now, for this session, we want to introduce you and to make you aware of committees in the university. There are various committees that take care of your welfare. There are committees that take care of your health, committees that takes care of you as our customer, and various committees that will help you to conduct yourself in the way that the university would intend you to conduct yourself. So in this room, I have various members of the committees who will introduce themselves, and then we shall have other members who will give you the details of these committees. So I'll invite members of the committees to come around, introduce yourself, say which committee you belong, and any communication that you would want to communicate to the students, please communicate, and you are most welcome. Thank you. So members of various committees.
Good afternoon, first years, and welcome to University of Embu. My name is Dr. Gladys Sitati. I'm the chair of the HIV/AIDS Prevention Committee. And I just I have one message for you. I pray that you keep yourself safe in University of Embu. Nobody is going to police you. There's nobody to tell you what to do. Take care of your lives. Avoid casual sex, because we find that so many students get pregnant because of that. And also, I would like to let you know that we have condoms in every washroom in the university. So if you need to use the condoms, kindly go to any washroom and pick the condoms. But keep safe and avoid casual sex. Thank you so much, and welcome to University of Embu again. Thank you.
Good afternoon, first year. So my name is Gule Francis. I'm Secretary Integrity Committee. So our main objective is to ensure we mainstream integrity in the university. I have shared some information of where you can be able to report in case of any issue of unethical practice, and I hope you make good use of those channels and report any unethical issue, and we normally deal with that situation. So thank you as you go on with the orientation.
Good afternoon, first year students. Thank you. My name is Ayuni Swangare. I'm the Secretary, Disability Mainstreaming Committee. Our main mandate as a committee is to ensure that we create a barrier-free environment for access to all, whether it's facilities or services by persons with disability and every other person. So for more information, you can be able to reach your student male special needs male representative and special needs female representatives at the US offices. You can also reach me in room 18, office block. Thank you. For more information, we shall share that on the website. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, students, and welcome to the University of Embu. I am Agatha Jeru, and I'm from the Customer Relations and Complaints Office in the University of Embu. And I would like to inform you that if you need any inquiry about the customer relations and complaint resolution, you are free to come to our office, which is in the 3rd floor, in the administration block, room number 325. Welcome.
Once again, students, our first year students, you are most welcome. Good afternoon. Now I'm coming back here to tell you more about the Customer Relations and Complaints Resolution Committee, which I am a member, This committee is headed by our Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academic research and extension, and I'm a member of that committee. The things that I wanted to tell you is that our university is committed to offering high-quality services to all our esteemed customers, who include you as our customers, the students, among others. And our university, through a committee that has been appointed, the Customer Relations and Complaints Resolutions Committee, ensures that services offered meet and exceed customer expectations. Our university has also ensured that all the departments and sections have developed service charters outlining the services they offer and the periods taken to deliver those services are offered after the requests are made. The committee has also established a complaints handling infrastructure or procedure that guarantees that any complaint received is investigated, resolved, and feedback provided to the complainant. The channels through which customers can provide their complaints include, and when I talk of the customers, it includes the students. They include the following. There are suggestion boxes that are strategically located at key service areas in the university. You can post your complaint through the such suggestion boxes. There is also a dedicated email address which you are going to receive in our website. It is also in our orientation handbook. There is also a dedicated mobile phone number. This one I can mention, 0705 945 412. Once again, 0705 945 4112. That is our mobile phone number through which you can also give us a feedback. Our online forms available at the university website. In the university website, there are also forms that you can use to give us a feedback. And a feedback can be a complaint, it can be a compliment. You can also get to us through registers placed in all offices. In all offices in the university, there are registers. And those registers can be used for a feedback, either a complaint or a compliment. You can also raise the matters that affects you, that the compliments or complaints through our Customer Relations Office, which is which you have already been told about and its location. You can also raise or give us a feedback through the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor's office, or through the Deputy Vice Chancellor's offices. The committee is equally expected to ensure that compliments received are documented and, where possible, acknowledged and used to enhance service delivery. The committee ensures the following as I come to the end. All compliments received are acknowledged, and the complimented staff or office is notified. All complaints received are also thoroughly investigated in confidentiality. We shall not investigate while making others aware that a complaint has been raised. It will be done confidentially. Therefore, you need not fear that it will be known, the person who complained will be known. Now, all complaints are resolved and responded to within a period of not more than 30 days. For more information, visit our website, visit our office in the Customer Relations and Complaints Resolution office in the university. At this juncture, I want to invite Dr. Mil Kanyaga to tell you more about other committees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dean, Dr. Dirago. I appreciate all the first years. Good afternoon. I really wish to tell you that you are in the best university ever. University of Embu is number one among all the state corporations in Kenya. So really, you are in the right university. And I really congratulate you for choosing the University of Embu to be your best choice and your first choice. The University of Embu takes the student welfare with a lot of seriousness, and we have a lot of programs for you. The reason why we have them, it is the desire of the university to model you to be the best professional in 21st century. We know the world is very dynamic, and therefore, as a university, it is our desire that when you get out of this university, you'll be the best and compete globally with other students. We have one of the programs I'll talk about is the mentorship program. The vision for the mentorship program is to enhance you to knit together with the members of staff. And when you do this, it must be done with a lot of mutual respect. We desire to respect each other. And also the program will prepare you and blood you to be the best graduate for preparing you for the competitive job market and to become an innovator. Therefore, you are in the best university because you'll be the best. If you go to entrepreneurship, you'll be the best. Those who become teachers, they'll be the best. We have bankers and we have even those people who are reading in agriculture. We are looking forward to get our students reading in this world economy. And who knows that when we mentor you, you can also be a president of Kenya when you are about 40 years or even 30 years or so. So you are in the right hands. The objective of mentorship is to create awareness on being diligent and also decorum and respect and courtesy and also dignity. So as you leave this university, you realize that these values will follow you. You'll be a person full of respect. It will also help the student to attain academic integrity and also respect in whatever you do. Therefore, we are looking forward that none of you will be caught having a makwenya in an examination because there will be integrity. The other one is to help you to manage your life, your financial bit, and also yourself as a student. So we'll help you to prepare to have really good morals in your life. The purpose of mentorship, again, I have said, is to prepare you for the life in the journey or the time you'll be in this world. And you'll make a mark wherever you go. There'll be a lot of influence you coming from the University of Embu because there'll be a very good preparation. We want to prepare you as a holistic person. Therefore, there'll be a lot of packaging which will be done. It will be done through your teaching. It will be done through some programs. We shall call the best people in Kenya and also others, they come from all over the world to come and mentor you. If they are the teachers, we record the best teachers in Kenya. If they are the bankers, we record the best. Therefore, you are in the right hands. And then when you get a mentor, because a mentor may be a lecturer, it may be a member of staff, it may be the older student. So what will be the role of the mentor, the one to take you through this journey? One of the things they shall do, they will develop skills and knowledge which will enhance you for the personal growth. Therefore, the course you are taking, you will grow. From first year to fourth year, you'll be a better person. By the time you graduate, you'll be a person who is ready for the job market. So the mentor will carry you through. Another thing they'll provide to you, they are the life skills. This one may not be taught in class, but they'll come from the mentorship. So these life skills, they can also be soft skills. And what the world is looking for today are the soft skills which they'll be passed to you through your mentor. And one of the soft skills we shall look into is things like patience, hard work, and how to carry yourself. When in the university, how should you behave? So also the behavior will be there. We are looking forward to get very, very disciplined students that when you be graduating after 4 years, you shall have attained the best and you leave a mark in this university that the class of year 2021 and year 2022, they made an impact in this university. Therefore, we are really looking forward to have you. Another thing I'll talk about is the dress code. This one has really sold us as a university. When you have come along university, when they look at you, what will they say about you? So we are looking forward to have a culture as a university. The other one is to enhance marketability. I want to say at this point of time, when our students go for teaching practice or attachment, the employers, they really say our students are very decent. They dress very well, and this one is done through mentorship. There is also another reason why we want to emphasize as a dress code as a university. We want to lay a good standard. Standards that anybody coming in will be saying, I have seen Award University, and this is the best university, University of Embu. We have the guidelines, and this one you'll get them in the website. When we talk of dress code, it's not really being expensive, but really decent. Actually, you can dress with only 200 shillings and you look very, very decent. And I want to say that the university is very near the town, and here you can get very cheap clothing and very, very decent. When we come to inappropriate dressings, they are that dressing which will, let me just say a bit of inappropriate attire. As a university, when we talk of inappropriate attire, there are those dressing which show a lot of your body. Could be your chest, your thighs, your back. That one, we consider them as inappropriate. And also, dressing with ragged and torn clothes, we may not really encourage. Coming to lectures in sandals, we may not encourage. But you can put on very cheap shoes, but they look very decent. So here, we are calling for decency, not really being expensive. Therefore, also the hair should be well trimmed and clean. So we may not really allow untidy dreadlocks, and those hairs which has several colors. So let's maintain decency. And when we talk of dress code now, then we talk of the proper attire. When we come to the skirts for girls, they should be above the knee or below the knee, and they should not be tight. So anything you put, it should be fitting, you looking as a professional, looking very decent, and that one will be good. So excessive makeup also we discourage a lot, because when the employers they come along, they may not want employees who have a lot of makeups or a lot of excessive piercing of the body. So we will look into these things because, again, we are preparing you to be professional. And also, if you don't dress well, we have penalties, and this one can be done like any other in discipline in the university. Thank you so much. As we have chosen this university, we also dress as University of Ebu. We are known to be very decent. We are known to be, our things are very good. And therefore, we are looking forward as we prepare you as a profession. The other thing I'll talk about is the COVID-19 guidelines. And with that, I want to put a jacket, a reflector jacket, which symbolizes the COVID-19 protocol and also champion. Thank you. So when you see anybody in the university with such a jacket, these are the people who are champion in COVID-19. COVID-19 is a disease which came the other day. It is very new to us as a nation, and it has taken a lot of toll. I'm sure you are witness that several people have lost their lives. Even in Kenya, every day we are being told of how people have lost their lives. And you also remember there was a time the schools and universities were closed because of this disease. And this disease, it is taking the toll everywhere in the world. So as a university, we want to be very, very careful. And also we want to be one another's keeper. I want to say that this disease is quite contagious. And therefore, we must ensure that we follow the guidelines. I want to talk on the simple symptoms. When you get these symptoms, it is good to go to our health clinic to be advised. One of the symptoms you may get is fever, dry cough, fatigue, or tiredness. The moment you get these, please go to our health unit. We have also less common symptoms like aches and body pains, the sore throat, diarrhea, headache, loss of taste or smell, and also at times we can have discoloration of fingers or toes. So when you get this symptom, please seek medical attention, because we don't want to lose anybody, and also we don't want to close our university. We have serious symptoms like difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or pressure within the heart, and loss of speech or movement. Therefore, it is very, very important as a university, we get the guidelines and we work with them. And we are calling you first years to be ambassador in keeping away COVID-19. How are we going to keep it away from our institution? One of them is to wash our hands with the soap and water, or also we can use an alcohol-based sanitizer. So it is very, very important. Anytime when you enter the university, you realize at the gate we have water. Let's utilize it. We also have the temperature. You'll be taking your temperature. We are calling upon that you may be very cooperative. It is for our own good as community of University of Embu. The other thing, it is very important to cover your mouth. And we are using the masks. I believe that you have them, especially when you are in a crowded areas, when you are in class, or when you are going around where there are very many people. It is very important you put on the mask. And when you are sneezing, it is good to sneeze aloud your flex elbow, because it's very, very important. So let's have the etiquette. The other thing, don't go touching everybody, hugging everybody, touching them. Remember, everybody is a suspect when we come to COVID-19. Therefore, it is very, very important to take care of yourself. I want you to feel that the next person is like this person is already infected. You are the only one who do not have the disease. Therefore, keep off from anything. So don't go touching each other. Another thing, physical distancing is very, very important, especially when we come to the lecture. If the class is not alleged, it is very important the class rep to tell the student to allege the class. Even if it is not the class rep, it is your responsibility that you stay at least 1 meter from each other. Why are we doing this? We are doing this because we want to protect ourselves. The other thing, it is always good to clean the surfaces which you are around you, and also avoid touching surfaces as you walk. If you are walking around somewhere where there are surfaces, I would say please keep off your hands from such surfaces. When you go to class, it is very important to keep the room well penetrated, because it's very important we have the air saturation, because this one will help us to keep off the disease. Therefore, we are calling upon you. When you find that or you realize that your partner has a bit of symptoms I've talked about, it's good to encourage them to go to the health clinic. It is also important when the COVID-19 will be offered to you, could be through the medical attention, it is always good to take it. It does a lot of prevention with what we do. Therefore, it is my desire and my request we keep the COVID-19 off from the University of Embu. We are known to keep the guidelines, we are known to be very obedient, and we are known to respect the protocol. So we are calling you upon, because you have come to this family, which is known for very good thing, please don't contravene the COVID-19 rules. I want to say if they are contravened, at times it is a criminal offense. People are taken in court because of contravening the COVID-19 rules. So I wish you the best. For the stay you'll be in the University of Embu, we shall be meeting in various ways. Those who are taking education, I'm a lecturer in the School of Education. I am a psychologist, so I take psychology courses. So welcome and thank you very much. I am waiting to interact with you on Monday when we start lessons. Welcome. And also in mentorship program, you are welcome when we call upon you. The next speaker will be Dr. Phyllis Muturi. Welcome, Dr. Ali.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mel Kanyaga. Good afternoon, students. I must say that it is great to see you online, and congratulations for passing KCSE and even making it to the University of Embu. My name, as you've heard, is Dr. Phyllis Muturi. I'm a lecturer, so I'm likely to interact with quite a number of you, and I'm also the Deputy Dean of Students. And I'm also the chairman, Gender Mainstreaming Committee. And our office is located beneath the student mess. If you have any issue to do with the student welfare, kindly come there. I must mention that you chose the best university, University of Embu, and it will give you the environment that you need to achieve your full potential, meaning that you will be accorded equal and fair treatment irrespective of your gender. Please note that the university doesn't tolerate any kind of harassment or violence, be it fighting, be it giving threats, be it sexual harassment. Please avoid that. I must also warn you, please avoid cohabiting. Cohabiting means living with somebody of the opposite sex, and you mimic and assume that you're married, but your parents or even the Constitution of Kenya doesn't recognize that. Please always remember to adhere to the rules and regulations so that you don't fall on the bad side of the institution. Besides being the gender mainstreaming chairperson, and when we talk of gender, it means we are looking at the welfare of all of us, males and females. So if you have any question in regard to anything the best office to go is the office of the Dean of Students beneath the student mess. And beside that, I am also the university HELB liaison officer. So all matters related to HELB, we usually help students and guide them in relation to this. I am supported by my colleague, Mr. Moses Baivili. I just want to call him to say hi to you so that you can see him, so that you can also know the person that you will be working with when you come to the office of the Dean of Students.
Good afternoon, students. My name is Moses Baidili. I work closely with Dr. Muturi on helping students on health matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses. So Moses is very instrumental. He will help you answer your questions in regard to HELB application and some other things. And I'm happy to report that today we have the HELB team in the university, all the way from Nairobi headquarters. They are here with us. And in a short while, we will give them a platform so that they can be able to answer and even handle some of the questions that you have. They already have a station in the older administration block next to chemistry lab. So when you go there, you'll see a big banner written HELB. Please, if you have any question in regard to HELB, today and tomorrow, kindly drop there and you will be assisted. So if you have any question to do with HELB, write on the public chat so that the issue can be handled. I want to invite the moderator, Dr. Dirango, so that he can take us further. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Muturi. And thank you, Dr. Mil Kanyaga. Students, like you have heard, we are ready to give you the best. But we also require that you also give us your best. And with your best, we shall be able to serve you even better. Now, we are cognizant of the issues that you are raising in the public chat. I want to invite our university timetabler. Timetabler is the person who prepares the timetable for the university and is going to address some of the issues that you have raised. So welcome, he will introduce himself. Welcome, the university timetabler.
Yes, good afternoon. I was with you in the morning session. For the same, my name is Bunzi, and I would request you, if you are near the face-to-face teaching timetable for this semester, you open it so that you look at it, we look at it together. If you are looking at it, the topmost row, there is Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, okay, it goes up to Saturday, but the most important part is Monday, Tuesday, up to Friday for us. That is the first row, followed by another row which is written on Monday, 1 up to 13. Tuesday, 1 up to 13. The same is repeated for Wednesday, Thursday, and other days. I talked of those numbers, and I said that because the timetable represents everyone in the university, we don't indicate the time from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, like that. We indicate it as 1, 2, 3, up to 13 to represent time from 7 a.m. up to 8 p.m. in the evening. For one, we are talking of 7 to 8. So 1 stands for 7 to 8 in the morning. 2 stands of, 2 stands for 8 to 9 in the morning. 3 stands for 9 to 10. and the 4 stands for 10 to 11. So each of the numbers there represents an hour. If you look at now the columns, the first column on the left-hand side of that table or of that schedule, there is B.com year 1 semester 1, Y1 S1. So that stands for the programs. We have BCom year 1 semester 1, followed by BCom year 2 semester 2, BCom year 4 semester 1 finance, BCom like that. So if you check for your program, you can go up to the last page checking those programs. And then like those who are doing BCom, it's represented by the first row, BCom year 1 semester 1. Then those who are doing Bachelor of Purchasing Supplies Management is BPSM year 1 semester 1. It is still there in the first page. Then you can also move BSc Finance year 1 semester 1 is also there in the first page, and so on. Now, so that is the first column. If you move like BCom year 1 semester 1 and you check under Monday, there is nothing written there, meaning that those students are free on Monday. If you move to Tuesday, then you will find at 1, 2, and 3, there is CCS 101A-350. And I explained what that one means. So, those students who are taking BCom year 1 semester 1, on Tuesday in the morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. for 3 hours continuously, they will be taking CCS 101, which is communication skills. And this unit is being done by groups. So A there stands for group A. So BCom year 1 semester 1 are in group A. If you move to BPSM, you'll find that their unit is still on Monday. They are also grouped in group A. There are others grouped in group B, others in group C, others in group D, like that. Where it is written CCS 101A-350, I've said the A is for group A. 350 is the number of students, the approximate number of students in that group. And then below, in the same rectangle, the 1, 2, 3, where CCS 101A is, there is LT 01-144. The LT 01 is lecture theater 1. We have 4 lecture theaters, and these students on Tuesday in the morning, they will be taught in lecture theater 1, which accommodates 144 students during this time of COVID. In normal days, this lecture theater accommodates 432 students. But right now, we have indicated 144 to show the maximum number of students who should fit in that room. If you check very well, after that unit, in number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those students do not have any other lecture. The next lecture is BSc 103. And they know what BSc 103 is. That's a code for one of the units they are taking. Then it's written BSc 103A, meaning that we have 2 groups. We have group A, group B in this unit. And therefore, BCom year 1 semester 1 are in the first group, A. Then there is a dash 270, meaning that there is an approximate 270 students who will be in group A. It's an approximate number. Then that unit will be taken in MPH. If you look down there, there is MPH with a dash 100. MPH is a multipurpose hall, which is in odd campus, which accommodates 100 students. during these times of COVID. And therefore, that is the other unit for those students. It is being done under number 10, 11, and 12, and that is from 4 to 7 in the evening. From 4 to 7 in the evening in MPH. Then that day is gone. We move to Wednesday. So basically, that is what we have in the timetable. And then understanding that is the most important part, because you already know the times you need to attend your classes. If you look at that, from Monday to Friday, those students will have their units, will have taken all their units. They have like 7 units up to Friday. And the 7 units are already in that timetable. In terms of where the rooms are situated, we talked about it. And we said in ABH, we have a number of rooms in ground floor, first floor, and second floor. You can explore. They are labeled as ABH 01 in ground floor, ABH 02, 03, like that. First floor, ABH 11, ABH 12. Second floor, ABH 21, 22, like that. In our new building, which is under construction, as you move from ABH to where you have your eateries, on the right-hand side, there's a building which is coming up. That is our tuition block, where we have the TBs. In that timetable, you'll find that some units are being taken in TBs. TB 01, TB 11, TB 21, like that. LT 01, LT 02, all those rooms are in tuition block. You will always explore for you to get to know them. Where we have your eateries, not the mess this time round, the eateries, which are in between ABH and the old campus, there is the learning center. And we have rooms there, LC01, LC02 up to LC08, CLC11, CLC01, 02, and 12. They are all there. In the old campus, we have CH, the chat hall, TH, Tendatorium, and MPH. We also have the nursing lecture hall 1, nursing lecture hall 2. They are indicated as NLH1 and NLH2. We still have all the laboratories around there. So if you want, like the chemistry lab, physics lab, the botany lab, all of them are there. They are situated in the old campus. You'll always get to know them once you explore. Then we also said, if you move from the hostels into the playground, down the playground, there are 3 halls. They are labeled in the timetable as ATC1, ATC2, and ATC3. Though the name may change to ARC1, ARC2, ARC3. So that is what we have as far as the rooms are concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Buzi, the coordinator of University Timetable. I want at this juncture to welcome once again Dr. Phyllis Muturi to introduce the officers from HELB. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean, also the moderator for this session. So students, I'm glad again to be back. And I'm happy to see that you have started putting several questions in regard to HELB. As I told you, we have the HELB team with us all the way from headquarters. We want to thank you, Beatrice, and your team for coming all the way from Nairobi. So I want to invite Beatrice so that she can introduce her team members, and then they sensitize us about HELB matters. So if you have any issue, please put it on the public chat. We'll pick it up. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, students. With us from HELB, we are three. Myself, I'm called Beatrice Kibiti. I have my colleague who will take you through the loan process of applying. She's called Linda Denya. Then we have Tom Kaimenyi, who will handle the session of questions, will also come in. So allow me to maybe mention a few things about HELB. On behalf of HELB, when I talk of HELB, it stands for Higher Education Loans Board. I take this opportunity to congratulate you for working hard and earning yourself a university place. University education is new to you and full of challenges. It is a good place to be. It gives you a chance to fulfill your academic aspirations or desires, and it builds you into a better future for yourself. I'm sure you are yearning forward to be admitted into the university so that you also enjoy and see what others have been talking about. So when you're in the university, you need to be focused, committed to your work, and you are supposed to be also disciplined to your academic work. Because if you are not disciplined, then you will not achieve what you want. So when it comes to Higher Education Loans Board, that is when we come in, we give loans to students doing their undergraduate courses. Okay, we have several products. We have TVET students, those ones who are doing diploma, we also support them. We also have a product called Jielimisha. For those people who are employed, we also give them the loan, and we also have the scholarship. So when it comes to the loan, when students apply for the loan, what we normally do, we give them a maximum of 60,000. The minimum is 37,000. And then there's a product we have, means testing instrument. One will ask what informs this decision to give somebody that 7,000, another one 40, 45, or maybe maximum of 60,000. We have the means testing instrument, and once you have made the application, your form will go through the means testing instrument. That is what will inform the decision as to whether you are given 37,000 or you are given the maximum of 60,000, depending on the information you have given us. And we normally encourage students to give us accurate information. Give us the information we require, even if it will go through the means testing instrument. Sometimes you find out that there's a student who has been given a 0. Let that one not worry you, because we have a window for appealing. When you get a 0, you will have a window where you'll appeal, and then your form will be considered. We'll review the form, and you'll be awarded some money. Sometimes it's not necessary that you have to come to our offices all the way to Nairobi. That's why we have the office of the dean. It comes in handy. When you have challenges or you have issues to do with HELB, talk to the dean's office. If you've not been given the loan or whatever we gave you, you feel is not enough, you want to make an appeal against what we gave you, talk to the dean's office, give them your details. The dean will be able to liaise with HELB, and once they have liaised with us, we'll be able to review your form, and then you'll receive the loan. So that should not make you panic, thinking that it is the end of everything. We also have students who may change Okay, before I come to that, this loan, when we give you, if it is 37 or the maximum, 8,000, we send it direct to the university for your tuition. Then the balance is paid to your bank account for your upkeep. We also have bursary, which we normally give. But bursary, we don't give to everybody. Bursary is given to 20% of the university population. And when you are making the application, there's a place where you indicate that you require bursary. So please, when you are filling those forms, you have to be very, very careful so that you don't miss out in indicating that you require the bursary. However, if you don't indicate that, as I mentioned earlier, you will still visit the Dean of Students' office, and if we will still have some money available, then once they talk to us, we'll be able to advance the same to you. The bursary we give, the minimum is 4,000, and the maximum is 8,000. And then we also have students who change their course, or those ones who do the inter-university transfer. We wish to mention to you that if you've done that, you kindly liaise with HELB so that we are able to know that you have changed your course, to enable us to also change the details in our data so that it reads the correct information. Some of you, maybe you are taking the course which takes 4 years. The change you are making, maybe the course will take 5 years. So it is important for us to have that information, because normally undergraduate, we fund them for 4 years. But if you are taking the course for 5 years, we'll fund you for the 5 years. So if we don't get the information, we might end up giving you the loan for 4 years, and then you start struggling coming to us, telling us that your course is for 5 years. So it is actually very important for you to mention this to us when you do the university transfer or interfaculty transfer. We'll also be able to change your admission number or registration number in our system so that when we pay, your payment will come with the correct admission number or registration number. Then it comes to mobile phone. I wish to request all students to try as much as possible to retain your mobile number, because at this time when you are applying for the first time, that mobile number you use is what we are going to retain, and during your subsequent application, you'll use that mobile number for applying for the loan. This time round, when it comes to subsequent, we have gone paperless. You'll just do it on your mobile, and then we'll be able to verify the form and award you the money accordingly. So if you change the form, then it will be a big challenge for you applying, because it will mean you have to come to us again. We change the details before you are allowed to apply for the loan. So we request that you kindly keep your mobile phone, retain your mobile phone, so that you don't, it doesn't cause you any delays. I know some of you have applied for this, you ask for these loans from maybe Mswari or wherever, so you keep changing the lines. Tafadhali, the one you have used to apply for the loan, kindly retain that one. And we also encourage students to do the applications immediately so that we are able to allocate and disperse the money to students in good time. If you delay in applying, it might also be a challenge on our side, because whatever the money, the little money we have, once we have dispersed the whole of it, and the government has not come in to give us more money, then it becomes a challenge. Like the people who applied for last year, we had a challenge the last slot, those ones who applied late, because of COVID-19, there was budget cut. Therefore, we were not able to fund all the students. We allocated the money, but when it comes to disbursement, we were not able to disperse because there were no funds. Realize that there's money we recover from past loanees. That money is not enough to sustain all the students in all universities in Kenya. So whatever little we had, we supported the students, and those ones who are left out because the government did not give us the last batch of the money they normally disperse to us, we were not able to disperse the same to students. That is the reason why I'm saying that it is important for you to apply early, because when you apply early, we'll be able to fund you in good time and you'll not miss out. When it comes to application also, I'm still on the application. Some students go to the cyber where they assist them to apply for the loan. We would like to request students that when you have sought assistance from cyber people to assist in applying for the loan, kindly proofread what they have written to ensure that they have written correct information. Because if they don't write correct information, then it will also affect you when it comes to disbursement. Sometimes cyber people might save that information. Whatever information they write for one student is the same information they write for the other one, and that will be a big challenge. Sometimes it has happened in the past that cyber people, when they are putting their account, you realize I said that upkeep money we pay to your bank account. When it came to filling in the bank details, they fill their bank details. They don't fill your bank details. And then you submit the form to us. The form is processed. When it comes to dispersing the money, we disperse the money, but the money will go to the wrong account. It will go to the account of the cyber people. It happened somewhere in Thika. It will go to the account of the wrong people who applied. By the time you come to us and tell us that you have not received your money, we check in our system, we realize that the money was dispersed. You know, there's very little we'll do. We'll be very sorry because those people have already closed their account. We cannot, we'll send our security people to do the investigation, but you'll not be able to recover the money. And mark you, that is a loan which you'll have to pay back. So it is so punitive to use, not to proofread your work because your money can land into wrong hands. Again, the university have talked to you about cohabiting. We have this issue where we have lady girls or maybe boys, they give the account number of their boyfriend or they give the account number of their girlfriend. So when we pay the money to the person, we think that we are paying the money to the right account. The money will land to the account of the boyfriend or the money will land to the account of the girlfriend. When they disagree, that is when you will see students rushing to our offices telling us, please help me. I had given the account of my boyfriend or I had given the account of my girlfriend. Now we are no longer together and the money is going to his account. He has refused to give me the money. Now, you see, HELB cannot come in and say that you bring this money and give back to this one. We'll only be sorry. We'll only promise you that we are changing the details. Next semester, when we disperse the money, it will come to your right account. But then you'll have lost out. So kindly, even if you are in relationship, kindly ensure that you give your correct details. I mean, your account number. Don't give the account number of your friends. Because at the end of the day, this money will be paid back and you'll feel so bad to pay back something that you never utilized. And again, when we give this money, This money is supposed to help you, aid you out in your university education. We don't give this money so that you use the same to buy very big music system. We don't give this money so that you use it in gambling. We've had cases where students use money in gambling. At the end of the day, they come out, they don't have anything to use at the university. They go into depression. Some will even think, write to us and say that they want to commit suicide because their money was used in gambling and they have ended up losing their money. So kindly ensure that this money is meant for your education. While you are in the university, you buy books, you buy your food, you also pay what is required in the university. Please don't use the money for gambling. Some of you might drink. They use all their money in drinking. Okay, if you drink, don't do it daily, but do it wisely while knowing your budget. Come out, know what your budget is so that you are not able to spend the money on things which are not academically warranted. And then you start bothering your parents. This money is supposed to assist you, even lessen the burden of your parents and your guardians. Because I believe your parents or guardians, they also have other responsibilities. So if you use the money wisely, you'll be able to assist your guardians or your parents. Again, when it comes to applying for this loan, we kindly urge you not to use forged documents. We have students who forge documents, and in fact, some even kill their parents when their parents are still alive. What I mean here is when they are applying for the loan, maybe their parents are able, they tell them, don't apply for the loan. And remember, this facility is for needy students. Some of them will go ahead and apply without their parents knowing, and then they'll go forge death certificate of their parents attached to the form and say that they don't have parents. We give them the loan. Know that once we discover that that is what you have done, there's a penalty to that. And you'll not be allowed to apply for the facility again. And the penalty is, in fact, it is written on the form. It is 30,000. That is the penalty that you pay. So please be careful when you're applying for the loan. Then I also wish to mention to students that, okay, we have some who have been admitted through COOPS. We have others who are self-sponsored. For self-sponsored students, if we award you the money will not give you the upkeep. All the money will be paid to the university, because you realize the fee for self-sponsored students is a bit higher. So we'll not pay you the money to your university account, to your bank account. We'll pay everything to the university. HELB, we normally listen. When you have done all this, we give the loan for 4 years or 5 years, whichever number of times you'll be in the university. We are not saying that if you repeat, we'll give you an extra loan. No, we are not saying about repeating. It's for 4 years, that is 4 times. After we have given you this money, you are supposed to repay back the money. We give you a grace period of 1 year after your graduation. We give you 1 year. That the year is supposed to make you maybe make arrangements, look for a job, or maybe if you are looking for business, it will enable you settle down. Once you have settled down, we would want you to pay back the money. So you have to start repaying the loan after 4 years. And there are some people who might not maybe be lucky to land on a job immediately you graduate. Maybe you are doing business and what have you. And there are those ones who have their job, but they don't volunteer the information. We require that you volunteer the information to us so that we start deducting the money. In the event that you are not able to secure a job or you have any challenge, kindly talk to us, contact us so that we are able to write down that maybe you have challenges in repaying the loan, or maybe we make some plan, a repayment plan, see how much you'll be paying per month so that your loan is not in default. Because those loans that are in default, any month that one is not able to repay the loan, there's a penalty of 5,000 which you are supposed to pay. And the 5,000, the loan, it is so punitive because it will not go towards reducing your loan. It will add your loan. So it's better you pay some little money to avoid the penalty of 5,000. But if you completely are not able, HELB is a listening partner. Talk to us, then we will be able to listen and advise you on what you are supposed to do in repaying your loan. Remember, we have enabled you realize your dream so that if you repay the loan, it also help other students, other needy students, to also go through the same system, because whatever we recover, we'll be able to fund more students. Maybe I need to also mention that I mentioned earlier that we have the loan for GLMishe. GLMishe is for those people who are employed. So if one lands on a job and you are repaying your previous loan, then you'll be considered for GLMishe. We also have a scholarship, but scholarship is purely for those ones who are doing masters and PhD. Those are the ones we consider. We also have a constituency. We have partnered with some counties and constituency who are also giving us money, which we loan out to students as loan. So if we have students from Kakamega County, I think Tharaka County, Busia County, then we have Taita Taveta and other counties. Please, you can also liaise with your county so that you are able to also apply for this fund. Otherwise, that is what I had for you. I'll invite my colleague, Linda, to take you through the application process. Thank you.
Good afternoon, students. Congratulations for attaining a position in the university. Now, I'll take you through the application process, what is required for you to access our website. First of all, our undergraduate loan is available for students who have already attained the age of 18 years and above. Please note that if you are below that age, you will not be able to access the HELB application. So you need to have an ID for you to access the application. Then you will visit our website, www.helb.co.ke. I will repeat, www.helb.co.ke. You will access the student portal, and having your ID with you, you will press register. You will key in your ID number and the first name as it appears on your ID. Please note, you need to be very careful when you're keying in that ID number, just in case it messes up your application. You also need to have a valid email address for you to be able to proceed with the application. Upon accessing the portal, register and create and activate your account. The reason as to why I mentioned before that your email address should be correct is because we are going to send an activation link directly to your email address. You need to click on that activation link for you to be able to process to our portal. You will log in and go to loan application. For the applications of this year, the year is 2021-2022, according to the academic year. That is the loan that you're going to press on undergraduate first-time application. Please note, if you're doing a diploma in this institution, you will not be able to access the HELB loan because we don't give diploma loans for Embu University. But once you start doing your degree, you'll be able to access the application. You will ensure that you read and understand the instructions provided at the beginning of the online loan application, which includes undertaking the HELB Financial Literacy Program. That is just a 10 survey of questions that you will answer just to familiarize yourself with the application. You will access and fill the loan application and by using truthful and accurate information. As my colleague said, we have an MTI that will enable us to see what we are going to allocate as students. Please, if you are well off, just write it. You might also just get even a loan of 37,000. It does not mean we will not give you a loan because your parents are working. We just want you to give us truthful information so that we can help the needy student first before we consider you people. After that, you will ensure you preview the form and correct where necessary before you submit for printing. Please note your phone number and your email address should always be correct because we make communication to students. After you have applied your application and it has been applied successfully, we will send SMSs to you and we will tell you we have received your application. If there is need for any correction of details in your application, we will still use that phone number or the email address to communicate with you. So kindly make sure you write the correct thing. Do not use any other person's email address. Then, after you have already appropriately filled, signed, and stamped by the relevant authorities, that means there's a place for signatures. You need, as an applicant, you're supposed to sign. Your parents need to sign the application. Your guarantors also need to sign the application, and they need to give consent that they have accepted to be your guarantors, so that you just don't feel anyone. And then when you're asking for their ID copies to attach on the documents, they are not available. Kindly confirm with them. Let them give you their consent that they are willing to stand for you as their guarantors. And for this, we have allowed that your parents can also be your guarantors, so that you might not be asking your uncles or your friends and they are refusing to do it. Also, you need to read and understand and sign to accept the loan terms and conditions and data protection consent form. That consent is supposed to cover you from any damages that you might be able to incur. Then, after filling the application and submitting it online successfully, there is an application that will be sent directly to your email. Again, use the correct email so that when you're sent a copy of the application form, in case when you're submitting the duly filled application form at our offices and something happens to it, or there are students who actually send their forms through G4S, some give it to their friends to reach us at anniversary towers, but we are not able to receive the application. When you come to follow up, when you're having a different copy that is also duly signed, as you're coming to make a follow-up why your application has not been received and done, you will come with that application that has been sent to your email. So kindly write down the email address that is correct. We have Huduma centers everywhere, and that includes Embu. We have a Huduma center in Embu. So if you're not able to reach the headquarters at Anniversary Towers, you can submit your application at Embu Huduma Center and make sure you're submitting it at the HELB desk. Because Huduma centers have all these other desks, you need to make sure that you're submitting it at our HELB desk. You can also send through a registered and secured mail or courier. We don't allow scanned copies. We need the original copies. So if it is a copy that has already been printed out, you need to be able to have it signed, but don't scan it to us. We don't work on scanned copies or photocopies. We work on the original forms. Then you will receive an email and an SMS notification after we have received your application. It takes ideally about 30 to 45 days. If you're not going to see any changes on the HELB portal about your application, you can now visit us for more follow-up. Also, on the HELB portal, we have a place where you're able to check and follow up if your application is moving on successfully. After you have logged into our portal, there's a place written My Loans. That is where you'll be making a follow-up. If there is need be, that is when you will visit the Embu Huduma Center, or if you can make it to our headquarters at Anniversary Towers, you can also visit us there. Also, you need to beware of fraudsters. HELB loan application is free of charge. Do not pay anyone to make the application for you. I am not talking about going to the cyber. Of course, the cyber will charge you for the access of the application. But don't be duped by somebody else who will tell you, I need 1,000 shillings to make that application for you. Please note, even when you're going to the cyber, please take part in your application. It is your own application. Make sure the email address that is being signed in there is yours. Make sure the ID number is yours. Because we have students coming to our offices and saying, I have forgotten my PIN number. It is because you weren't following the instructions where are we going to get the PIN number? It's supposed to be a secret. So you're supposed to know, follow the application process yourself, ensure the email address you've given to the cyber attendant is the correct one, and make sure even the password, I like advising students to be using the password as their ID because it's something that you can be able to cram and you cannot forget easily. And that's it for the application processes. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Maybe at this time, we'll invite questions. Maybe we'll be guided by Daktari.
Thank you. Thank you, students. We have received quite a number of questions in regard to HELB, and I have seen some of them have been answered by the Dean of Students. I have also seen Moses trying to answer some of them, but I want to welcome our facilitator from HELB to come and answer some of those questions. So I had tried to pick some of them, so I will be reading, and then he can be able to answer. Good. The first question, which is frequently asked by so many students on the chat, is can somebody apply HELB loan without an ID card?
Okay, good afternoon. As you have heard, my name is Tom Kaimenye. I'm from Higher Education Loans Board. And to answer the question, no. For you to qualify for this loan, you must be having your ID copy because we normally give loans we normally give to someone who is over 18 years, and the requirement is an ID copy.
Thank you. Can one use the parent's ID if they don't have an ID?
No, that one is not allowed. You have to have your own ID.
Thank you. Can someone use the waiting card for the ID to apply for the loan?
No, we don't accept that. You must have your ID copy.
Thank you. Another question is, who can confirm whether HELB application was submitted?
That one, as you have heard from my colleague Linda, that one you can do through Huduma Center at just here in town. You can also check your status through the HELB app or from your portal.
Thank you. Another question is, as an SSP student, that is self-sponsored student, do I qualify for HELB loan?
Yes, for self-sponsored students, they normally qualify, but for them, the funds are paid direct to the university. We don't pay them for upkeep because their fee is much higher compared to others. So we normally pay to the university direct.
Thank you. When is the time for applying for HELB loan?
Okay, thank you. That one, it depends. And what we normally do per year, you have to apply once. Then the following year, you do the subsequent application. Like now, as you have heard from my colleague, the application is open. So if you have had the procedure, you can do the application. The deadline for application is 31st December 2021 for this financial year.
Thank you, thank you. So many questions, so many students also wanted to know about the deadline. You've heard it is on 31st of December this year, and you don't have to wait until the deadline. You can apply before. Another question is, how do I request for HELB as a subsequent loanee?
As I have said before, you have, like now for you people who are joining for the first year, you have to do the application through the portal. And that is the one I have said, the deadline is set of 31st of December. Then for the subsequent application, you don't have to go to the cyber. Now that one you'll be doing from your mobile. You can either download the the HELB app from your Play Store, or you can dial the *642#. Then you do the application. For that one, you don't need to attach anything. You don't bring anything to our offices. The application is completely online. Yes.
Thank you. When course transfer is successful, how does it impact on the HELB loan? This is when a student changes courses from one program to the other. How does that impact on the HELB loan?
That's one what you can do. You just visit our maybe Uduma Center. You inform them you have changed either the course so that we can update your admission number. And that's why if you have changed the institution, if you are joining to another institution, you need to inform us so that we can change the information we have in our system to avoid us paying maybe Chuka University and you are here in Embu University.
Thank you. Another question is, I completed Form 4 in 2013. Do I qualify for HELB?
Yes, you qualify as long as you have an admission letter to the university you are planning to join. You can still apply.
Thank you. Cecily applied for HELB last week on Friday, but a link was never sent back to her. Advice, please.
That one, I hope you had given the correct email address, but for that we can confirm maybe tomorrow. You can visit us where we are having a tent somewhere. We can check.
Thank you. These are the one you had answered. The deadline for HELB application is 31st of December this year. Can one apply for HELB using a waiting card? You said no. It has to be an ID. Somebody is asking, Tabitha, can I apply for HELB twice in an academic year?
No. The application is done once per financial year. The one now you are supposed to apply now is for 2021-2022. Then you apply now for the subsequent loan for 2022-2023.
Thank you. Gideon is asking, how long does it take for the loan to be processed?
It normally takes around 60 days. That is the maximum. So, but by the time, once you do your application, you have submitted your form to either Uduma Center or Anniversary Towers, you can track the status of your loan, maybe in your portal, or you can visit the Uduma Center. And in case there was something missing in your form, we normally inform you through your email, or you can check it in your portal.
Thank you. Another question related to, I think you had heard of this before. Is HELB loan applied per semester or once in an academic year?
Once in a year.
Thank you. Another question from Ian is, when will the first HELB application allocated?
Currently, we are receiving the form, so we have not started doing allocation, but from next week, we will start doing so. So if you have not applied, you better apply now.
Thank you. Elvis is asking, can a student who don't qualify for HELB this year qualify next year?
Yes, you can apply even when you are in fourth year. That is, if you did not apply when you are in first year. Maybe because of ID, you didn't have the ID. So even if you are in second year, you can still apply.
Thank you. Jane is asking, I applied HELB through cyber and it was successful. Does it mean that she has to apply once more?
No, what happens if you did the first, if that was the first time application, you are supposed to print the form. You attach all the requirements which are written on that form. I don't know where you submitted, but you are supposed to print, you have a form. You attach all the requirements, then you are supposed maybe to give our Huduma office here in Embu, or you send it to Nairobi.
Thank you. How will one know that the disbursement is successful?
Once they submit the form, then we do allocation. After disbursement, we normally send the SMS to each and every student who we have paid. And as I have said before, you can check your status in your portal. If we disperse, in your portal, it will be written dispersed, and the batch number will be indicated in there.
Thank you. Another question is, can one apply for HELB online?
That is for subsequent. For the first time applicant, you have to do it and print the form. Online now is when you will be doing you'll be applying for the second time. That is now when you'll be using your mobile. You will not have to go to cyber or the website. You do through your mobile phone.
Thank you. Thank you for handling that session very well. Those are some of the questions that we had captured on the chat. I don't know whether there are any other, Moses?
I think those were the ones that I did capture.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And once more, congratulations for joining Embu University. Thank you.
Thank you. So students, for face-to-face and personalized attention, kindly go to the station. Tomorrow, they have a station outside the chemistry lab in the old admin block where you can get personalized attention in regard to HELB matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the team from HELB. You have given us very important information because students require finances, and the HELB comes in handy to provide that finance. I also wish to thank all the other facilitators for the good work they have done, for the information that they have given. You agree with me, students, that the information is very, very important for your stay in the university. So thank you very much, facilitators. I also want to thank the ICT team for the support they have given us in terms of the facilitation and airing our information. I want to thank you, students, for the patience. I know we started from 2, and you are still responding well. You are still giving us feedback. Thank you very much. Now, before we end this session, I wish to make an announcement. Tomorrow we are meeting our schools and departments. This is where we are meeting the deans. We are also meeting the chairmen of departments. In the university, we don't call them heads of departments. We call them chairmen of the departments. You are meeting them tomorrow. And we wish to make a very slight adjustment. There are schools that are meeting online and other schools that will be meeting face-to-face, or what we call physical meeting. The School of Education and Social Sciences, the School of Business, and the School of Physical and Applied Sciences were scheduled to meet, to have online meetings. This one has been changed. They'll meet, they'll have physical meetings. These schools, the schools that were to meet online, will meet physically in the new admin sports field. It's the sports field that is next to our, is it next or it is, when you are on our, when you are next to our admin block, if you look up close, what you'll see the field, you'll see also the eateries, but it is the closest to the library, close. That is where the new admin sports field is, and that is where the School of Business, the School of Physical and Applied Sciences, and the School of Education and Social Sciences will be meeting in the sports field. The time will not change, it will remain the same. The School of Agriculture, the School of Nursing, the School of Law were to meet, to have their physical meetings in venues that have been given in the schedule. We shall meet at that time. So there are no changes for that, for those schools. So students, we are very thankful, and we hope to meet you tomorrow in large numbers. This is where you'll meet your deans, your chairman, and also the lecturers. So thank you very much. I'll call Dr. Phyllis Muturi to give a closing prayer, and then we end the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean, also the moderator for that session, for also giving us the opportunity to meet students online and even tell them about some of the things that we do. We can now pray. Our Father and our God, we want to thank you for today. Thank you, our Father, Lord, for the session that we have just had, Lord. Thank you, our Father, Lord, even for giving us students, Lord, who have joined University of Embu, our God. We pray that you shall bless them, Lord, and you shall even protect them, our Father, Lord. You shall always lead and guide them, our Father and our God, Lord. We also had different facilitators, Lord. May you also bless them. We also want to remember our team, our visiting team from HELB, Lord. May you also bless them, our Father, Lord, for even coming all the way from Nairobi, God, so that they can come and even attend our students, Lord, and also handle the questions that they have, God. May you bless us. May you bless the University of Embu, Lord, and we are thankful for everything. And we pray this, believe and trusting in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Sikiliza, hebu hakuna jambo